Hi there, my beautiful friends, it's Asia Marquet here, Lemon Creation. Today I'm gonna show you a beautiful set of brushes, beautiful watercolor paper, and I'm gonna make this abstract page, so stay tuned. I guess for those of you who are watching my channel, it's not a surprise for you that I am working mostly and almost exclusively with Fuumuui brushes, which I find really of good quality. But they sent me a new set of brushes last time, and to my surprise, I got also a watercolor paper with that. And it's 100% cotton watercolor paper, 300 grams, cold pressed. So I was so very happy to actually try it, because I have to tell you, I have one cotton watercolor paper from Arches, I think, and I am almost afraid to use it because those are costly. But Fuumuui has this set. Now it's 8 brushes, different type of brushes, plus these 20 pages cotton watercolor paper for I think around $37 if I'm not mistaken. It's actually on sale right now. And also, if you wish to buy something, there is in the description box below there is a discount for you, so check that out. But that's it for the publicity. Well, maybe not that's it, because I'm gonna tell you how is it to work on this watercolor paper and with these brushes. But otherwise, let's just start. I was thinking actually to just do some simple strokes with a different type of brushes to just show you how they behave on the paper, and of course try the paper. I had a little bit of problem to separate the pages, and I was actually worried that I'm gonna bend it when I separate it. It didn't happen, so I'm really happy. The paper is really sturdy. And those are the brushes I got. So they are different ones. They are flat ones, and there is also a cut tongue brush, which is brand new brush for me, I think. And for this project I decided to use the White Nights watercolors. They are graduating watercolors, which I think I haven't used until now in any of my projects. I got them for Christmas, I think. I was a little bit spoiled for Christmas, I have to say. So I actually didn't think I'm gonna turn this page into page. I thought I'm gonna just try the brushes and try the paint and just go from it. And so, as you can see, I mean, I am experimenting here. I have no really idea in my head, and I was really not sure what is gonna happen, what is with the page, but I was pretty sure it's gonna be kind of a swatching page. And what I've decided to do, because that's what I like and that's what I discovered with the Archer cotton paper, is that I like to do actually a dry on wet technique. So I left the paper dry, and I use the brush to make this kind of strokes, which at the end, when there is not enough paint, they kind of stay, they give you these broken strokes. I don't know what's the correct word to say it. But here we go. These watercolor brushes, they are made from sable, so they are like natural watercolor brushes, and they actually hold the paint perfectly. I mean, I put not that much paint on the brushes, and I actually struggle to make this kind of dry effect on the paper, because they were soaked in paint and they really hold paint very well. So very good thing, I think, because as far as I know, and once again, I'm not a watercolor expert, this is very good, and a very good thing in the brushes, that they actually do hold paint quite well. And those do just that. So I know you cannot see the paints, even though I'm gonna give you the name of the paints I used, the numbers of the paints I used in the description box below. But I kind of, I don't know, my setup is not great, I think. And if you can see the page, then you cannot see the paints. And so I apologize for that. but believe me, I didn't use that much water, and you can see there is no water on the page. So I'm just making my strokes and my circles to just try different type of brushes. Right now I'm using cat's tongue brush, and I think that's the only one I have in my stash. I mostly now have only Fuumuui brushes. I have also a Skoda, I think, and they are quite nice also. But other than that, I'm really happy with these brushes. Some of them I had already for a few months and they are in perfect condition. And I'm not even that sure that I am so good to to take care of them. I try, I do my best, but I think I'm not I'm not really losing my dream, yes, my nights worrying about how I keep my brushes, but I'll do my best. So for now, for once, I don't keep them in water. I actually remove them straight away from the water. That I know. I learned. But other than that, I am not very, very careful with them. So I'm happy they lasting. Here right now I am adding a little bit of stenciling, also negative stenciling, which gave me a really, really nice kind of a texture to the page. But I'm using my stencil mark making. This one is mark making dots, but I have 3 from this set of stencils. And I'm using cream paste from Stamperia, as always. Because at some point, when I was doing these circles and lines, I decided that I'm gonna actually try to add a little bit of white accents to it and see what that goes, or where that goes, rather. I was thinking to make some frames with the pen, to kind of frame this weird thing, this weird abstract. Then I decided to add a little bit more of color. Then I didn't like this rectangle, and so I decided to just add color everywhere, and later take off the masking tape, and see what's gonna happen. I also didn't like the fact that I add too much of this paint right now. So I add a little bit of water and I try to remove it. I have to tell you, I add water and I add water and I add water to make it brighter, to remove the excess of the paint. I had not even one tiny flake of paper coming off, which is happening when I use, for example, Canson XL watercolor paper. That happens if I add too much water. The paper is actually I don't know, flaking off. I'm not sure. I'm losing the paper, like, it's getting wet and the pieces of paper are coming off. With this paper, I had no such a problem, and it's actually not warped at all, which is super cool. And this is a flower which I've done for one of my projects. I mean, once when I was bored, I just drew a flower on the piece of scrap paper which was colored before, and I haven't used it since, and so today I thought that it actually will work nicely with this page. I think it does. I'm wondering what's your opinion. So I glue it to the page, and I am gonna add a little bit of splatter. And for the splatter, I'm gonna use my Gansai Tambi watercolor white, just because these watercolors were actually on top of my stash. So they were the easiest one to reach, and I'm gonna use my pointy number 0 Fuumuui brush, the one I got, to just check how is it behaving with splatter, because why not? I actually use most of the brushes today. I'm gonna try to give you the numbers of the brushes I used in this project, but the brushes and the paper are sold as a set. So check the Fuumuui webpage, you're gonna get a link down below, and use my discount, because it's always cheaper for you. And as I said, they have a sale right now, so it's maybe worth it also to have a look. And I honestly, after months of using their brushes, I am really happy with it. And for today, I am really happy with the paper also. So guys, that's it from me. I hope you are having, or you're gonna have, a great weekend. I hope also I'm gonna see you in the next video. And as always, thank you so much for subscribing, for visiting my shop, for commenting, and I'm sending you big, big hugs. Bye bye.